Call to the member for Cowper.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Small Business. This government's economic mismanagement has delivered a record number of small business insolvencies that are now double the levels seen in 2020 and 34,000 job losses in the last quarter alone. Will the minister admit this government's economic agenda has failed small business?
Call to the Minister for Small Business.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member opposite for his question because it gives me an opportunity to really talk about small business, something that I'm passionate about and something that the members on this side of the House are all passionate about as well. And Mr Speaker, as I said yesterday, small businesses operate right across the country. They are everyone from your Indian grocer, your local Indian grocer, to your hairdresser, to the place that you go to get your lunch. And I'm pleased to report, Mr Speaker, that there are, since we took office, since this Albanese Labor government took office in 2022, there are 800,000 more, 800,000 new small businesses operating right across Australia since we took office, Mr Speaker. 800,000 more. And they comprise of female-led businesses. Around 35% are female-led. Around 40% on average are led by migrants, people who are aspirational, who come to this country and who see starting up a small business as a way of making a life for themselves and for their families. Small businesses employ more than 5 million Australians, and they contribute more than $590 billion to our nation's economy every single year. I'll remind the member opposite that this is the government that last term introduced the very first National Small Business Strategy, which guides the ways in which we will work with state and local governments to address those issues.
Members
for
on
small
my left
business.
will cease interjecting. Member for Cowper on a point of order.
On relevance, Mr Speaker, the question was very tight. It was in relation to this government's economic mismanagement, insolvencies and job losses.
The minister was asked about the government's agenda and in particular details in that. She is providing relevant information. Just going to make sure that her remarks are directly relevant to the question she was asked.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And though I repeated it 3 times, I'll repeat it again, that there are 800,000 more small businesses since this government took office in 2022. Mr Speaker, in our first term, we set our priorities for small business, and that is to help them grow, to give them a level playing field. And I'll remind the House again, as I mentioned yesterday, that last week I convened our very first small business roundtable to feed into our reform agenda. I will continue listening to small businesses right across Australia, across the width at which they represent diverse sectors, but also along the breadth of them as well. Mr Speaker, the Albanese Labor government backs small business. Yeah. And if you have a look at the members behind me, small businesses operate in every single city and every single town across Australia, including the outer suburbs represented here on this side of the House, Mr Speaker. We will continue with our agenda to back small business because small business backs Australia.